Hello, dear Rainbow customers. Today we're going to learn how to use a printer, how to install the printer from the start to the end after you receive the printer. Firstly, make sure you find a very flat table and you put your machine on the flat table. Make sure that the printer around has a space for you to go to work and to check, and leave some room at the back of the printer. This is very important. And you will see there are many fixing metals here. We have already tear it apart, take it off. You're going to take off it here, here, and here, and here. You can check the printer all over around and the other side of the printer. And here. After that, you're going to take out the cover of the printer head, this one. Use a screwdriver to unscrew. Then take it off. You will see that the dampers and the board. Now you power on the machine. Before you do power on the machine, you need to make sure that your printer voltage. If you are based in United States, Japanese, Canada, or Taiwan, you should know that the printer, you need to find a voltage transformer to transfer the voltage from 110 volt to 220. This is very important before you do all the steps. Now we connect the electric at the back of the printer. Use a red button to power on the printer. And you're going to check. First, you need to check that the board, there is a 42 volt light. You need to make sure it is lit. You see? 44 volt. It is lit. That means the printer head has no problem. This is a model of a double DX8 head board. So if your printer is DX7 or DX9 or other third head or single head models, the light position may be different. Please check the photos below. After we make sure that the light is lit, we power off the machine first. Use the red button to power off. Push it. Now we add the cooling water, the pure water, to the water cooling bottles. Make sure this is full of water. Now we fill the ink into the ink bottles. Make sure you will receive the 5 colors. And if your printer is UV printer, and if your printer is double head, and if you choose the glossy choice, you will receive the, if you buy the, if you have bought the glossy, you will receive those inks. And make sure sign into this one, and black into this one, and the others same. This is white, and this is vanish. Vanish means glossy. There's a same meaning of 2 words, so don't make a mistake on this part. This one should be finished into this bottle. Make sure the ink bottles are full, are relatively full, because when we test the machine, it will consume ink. The bottles, you just tighten it, but no need to very tighten. No need, just normal tighten is okay. You will receive the print head in a box. Open it, you'll find the head. Now we install the print head to the printer. Firstly, this is a carriage, and you will find there are screws. Each head has 4 screws to fix the head. Firstly, we unscrew the 4 screws. Firstly, we put the 4 screws to the print head. And then put the print head to the, this is a color head position. Then find the screwdriver to tighten the screw. Double tighten. Make sure the screws are very tighten. Each screws are very tighten. Then we check that white ink channel, vanish ink channel if you have it, and color ink channel. You will find the colors CMYK here, and will install on the color head. And you will find that there are extra 4 pipes. This is for standby. You just leave it alone. You do not need it from the start. Some models has those pipes. Some models do not have. That depends. Now we going to plug the ink dampers into the print head. Before that, we need to make sure that while we suck the ink from the ink dampers, no ink will drop on the dampers or on the cables. Otherwise, it will go into the head. So this is forbidden. Okay, put the paper here. And if your cables accidentally got some ink, don't be afraid. Find a paper with some alcohol to wipe it, to clean it. It's okay. Now we find the syringe. And first step, we will suck the ink dampers to get the ink out from the ink bottles to the dampers. Firstly, we check that the dampers and the pipes are well connected. You see, this one is not well connected. Now we connected well. This is very tight connected. Okay. Next step. And then we need to take out the protector cover from the damper, the plastic cover. Now we use the syringe to suck the ink damper to get the ink out from the ink bottle to the ink damper. Get the ink out. Now install the damper according to the ink sequence. Tighten it. Press the West ink into any of the bottles and use the same syringe to suck all the other ink dampers. Every ink damper uses the same sequence. The yellow is out. When you plug the ink damper, you will find this side it will be like that. It will be in this way. For double head DX8 models, this is the ink sequence finished. Different printer has a different ink sequence. Please check the manuals or the photos below. Now we install the cables of the head. Firstly, we need to make sure the cables are very flat. It is flat, you know. Make sure it is flat. If it is not, use your hands to make it flat. And then, this is color head cables. Color head cables should be installed at those two positions. Use your two hands to install it. This is a very important step. Use two hands to plug it. Check if those lines are totally matched and plugged well. And then we plug another one with two heads. Double check. And then the white left head to the right position, one by one. After the cables are installed, now we power on the machine and check the 42 signal light is lit. Will lit here. You see, the green light is lit. That means the print head is well and the printer is ready.